Okay, so I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview about the A150, the Brother. So on this board here, we've got some easily to select utility stitches, and then we have our memory, some other utility stitches that is on your stitch chart, and your decorative stitches and your lettering. So the main difference between these 4 straight stitches is these ones, the needle position is on the left, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, the needle is in the middle. Now the difference between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is if you select this one, it's got a reverse because it's got a tiny line at the top, and this one is a locking stitch. So that's your reverse and that's your locking stitch. Locking stitches are not on the spot. So when I'm using the machine, if I want to automatically, so take advantage of these settings, so it automatically does a reverse or a lock, then I'm selecting this button. So when that's there, I'm automatically doing these things. The same with the scissor button. If I select that, I'm automatically going to cut off whenever I finish sewing. So just to show you that, so if I go to the straight stitch, and I haven't got the foot control plugged in because it's still in the box. So because I've chosen the locking, it's automatically done it. And when I get to the end, what I want to do is just hit that. It's automatically doing it for me, and then it stops and it does this as a button. Now you've got other things, zigzag, your triple stitch, good for thicker fabrics or jersey, a stem stitch, blind hem, and a elastic zigzag. So that's all you really need for your basics. And then you go into your different sections. So this section you get more stitches, more decorative, loads of buttonholes, blanket stitches, and lots of quilting stitches. So you can do different, combinations of a straight with a thicker stitch so that you get a little more design. Then your decorative, these are all in a row, and then your lettering. So things like this do quite a nice wavy stitch. I've done one here. You can see that. It's a lot bigger than you think it's going to be, and you've got other little things, cars, you've got different lettering styles, you've got hearts, and lots of nice leaves, and got bicycles and bees and all sorts of things. So, for quilting and decorative work, you get a lot of options. On the screen, basically, this is your width control, this is your length control. So the same as on any sewing machine, you can adjust your width. I mean, if we put it on a zigzag, that's when you're going to see that. So let's have a look at how big that is. So 3.5mm wide is quite a nice size. 1.4 is quite close. And that's just going to stop and cut. And then, so if I'm going up, that's going to make this wider. And if I go down, that's going to make it closer together. And these controls are the same for any of your stitches. If you want to do a straight stitch and you want to do a gathering stitch, you would take your locking stitch off and your scissor because you need your threads. You would increase your length. You can go up to 5. So it basically does what any machine would do. It just does it in a different operating system. And all of these buttons have meanings, but I'm not going to go through that right now.